So now let's see some of the other things that, let's see, I think it's okay. Now let's see some of the other things that are annoying. So it's the same example like before. We are mounted with a 9p mount, okay? And that's what we have here. We are in chroot. And let's say that I want to install something, okay? Let's say that I want to do apt-cache search qt. Look what's happening exactly. Hey, cannot start, cannot do this, cannot do that. So the reason for that, or one of the reasons for that, is that I'm like in this directory and I can't do anything, permission denied, right? If I went to the host and like went to the demo and chown user demos, okay, and try to do the same, then it would be better, all right? Why? Because I did not run it as a super user. So this is like one issue, one annoying issue, but it can be worked around. So just to be like, to not like type again, reminder of what you've done. I'll save it here because I put like the permission to, let's say, demo1 history, all right? The numbers probably are not this, but the important thing is like the mounts that we did, okay? So I probably don't even have like VI here. So let me just go ahead. I'll copy paste this and I'll cheat, okay? And what I'll do here, I'll go to root. Okay. And I'll do it, I can do it either in profile or like in bash or C, but let's go to root. Nothing was probably like written here. So I'll go here and just mount these fellows, okay? Here I'll, by the way, if I'm on the host itself and I look at the files, I will see nothing here, okay? If I look at dev, I will see some things, but it's not what I was expecting. It's those things that were created like in the bootstrap. So just so you know that. And it says like same thing, okay? So like the virtual file system, I mean the mounts, they will not pass to the host, which is a trick that like is important to know for sometimes when you have like mixture, okay? So I can delete everything from here and everything will be fine. And you know what, let me just do that. I'll get rid of everything like in a, I could get rid of everything like in the previous bootstrap, but I will not do it right now, okay? Let me show another thing. So we did that. I'm going to do sting. I'm going to mount everything. I'm still under chroot, okay? And I will not just change permission for everything. I mean, sorry, it doesn't make sense. So I'll exit here, and then I'll just exit here as well. Actually, I'll just close the emulator. And now I will run it again, this time as a super user. Now, careful what I said like about 9p. You can't do whatever you want. So of course I was running on RAM disk. I will not have like the same history, but I do know that what I did was chroot to mount host. That's what I've done. And now it's running sh, which is bad. So let me get out of the chroot. Let's do chroot and then bin bash. And here, like it didn't really source like the profile, like root profile, because I didn't like define anything like home folders and stuff like that, like in the etc. But I do know that I want to let's see that it passed. Yeah, so I do know that I want to do it, so let me just do that, okay? So I'll do, let's see if we have anything in history. Yeah, some previous thing, excellent. I'll go, here it is, like the home directory is like this one. This is why it doesn't even like source it, okay? But I'll just go and source root profile, and now I will have mounts. So now I will do apt cache search, let's say qt, and again it cannot find things. So we have a problem, right? I'm now in the root directory. I did run with a super user, okay? Yeah, but it still doesn't work, right? So let's do X. This does work, all right? But for the apt, we still have problems. So what would happen if I did like, I don't know, apt-get like update? What would happen there? So it says permission denied once again. So we have an issue, okay? We cannot do whatever we want because the way the 9p protocol works is different from what we would want or expect. So here we have a problem, okay? But there is one thing that we do know, and we know that we have like the access on the host. So there are some nice things that we can do here, like touch hello from host. And now it's available. Can even remove it. It's available here. So I'll chroot here, and the bootstrap it installed anyway. I'll chroot this guy, boom, and I'll do apt-get. There is very good chance that things will not work. I do this like this kind. I fail people deliberately on my embedded Linux courses with these kind of things, but now it's okay. DNS. Sometimes QEMU changes like the DNS, then you will not, the things will not work for you. So let's go ahead and see that we can do apt cache dash apt cache search qt, and it can find libg map doc. So here's one of like the annoying things. We in Ubuntu you don't have this. Is also why the package is like smaller. We don't have like all the repos. So we need to figure out like which apt repo qt comes from. So what I will do is go and just guess maybe. So I don't have vi, right? So let's do apt-get install vim. Before that, like the size is like nothing, okay? Can do no install recommends. Yeah, let's do that. I can install a Qt-based desktop manager and desktop environment, and then everything will work like fine for me, but I prefer not to do that. So let's see, apt sources list. Let's add universe here. I think this would be more than enough. Maybe I should also have multiverse, but let's try this. So now this is what we have here, okay? This is my own file system on the host. This is why I don't see it here, okay? And if I go and do, this is on the emulator, df, it also shows me the file system because this is the file system on the host, all right? So it's like very misleading. This is why I do like the du, the disk usage, okay? And so let's do apt-get update. And it's going to take the universe packages, and then I'll search in Qt. This looks a little bit better, okay? So we have all kind of things here, and if I get like the Qt libs installed, and there are like the Qt X11, there should be Qt Wayland, yeah, there is Qt Wayland, a virtual keyboard, and so on. So if I get these things installed, then it could be very good and like very nice. Now, the thing is that I'm not sure where there are packages with examples that will support what I want to show. So I will, you know what, I mean, I just don't want this video to be like very, very, very long. I can go and actually on this particular computer I'm recording in, I don't have some of my code. And I don't really want to waste time and build things now. Perhaps I will do it later. But maybe there are some examples. LXQT is a desktop environment. What do we have here? I need a libqt. I need a Qt libraries, and then I can run like shared library stuff. Yeah, so this looks good, but it's GNU plot no X. Question if it depends on Qt or no. FFmpeg could be nice, but I need to download videos. Well, actually, I don't know what I want to display, so this is the problem. It would be nice if I had like my own application, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and choose. Let's search for examples, maybe. Question if they will want to install X. I want to avoid installing X. That's the important thing. Okay. Let's see. Here is the thing. Sometimes when we don't want to install recommends, we are going to pay for it. This is terrible. 283 megabytes, and it wants X. So I'm not interested in that. Okay. So let's look at something else. Virtual keyboard can be good enough, but it probably needs dbus. And if I start using dbus, I will have other problems. And what are the other problems I will have? Like permission problems if I want to write, and then I would just need to use a system image. I'm trying to find something like very simple before I would need that. Okay, so let's see about this one. This is also terrible. Yeah, it will always want like the X libraries. Okay, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. It's actually okay because it will not start an X server. But look what it also wants. Like it wants for like the base examples to go and install 3D rendering things, which is, you know what, it is actually good. I'm going to go and let this install. Problem with the bootstrap sometimes is that it can take a lot of time if you don't have some of like if you don't have like dev mounted or things like that. But this time, especially like for another architecture, but this time it was pretty good. Okay, and let me go back to here. Here's the thing. I mean, I'm pretty good at Qt, but I never installed this kind of packages. Like install Qt Creator and you have a kind of things, or like I have my own applications. It would be probably much easier for me to write an application and show it, and then trying to find the examples. But you know what? I'll pause the video so it wouldn't be. You know what? I will look for some things. Let's do. Okay, so this looks promising enough. I thought I installed Qt 6 example, but that's fine. I don't like it that it is under lib. Okay, let's see that. Dash type f dash executable. Let's try to find. Okay. Extra file. I just want to make sure. Okay, there is no file, which of course I don't remember who provides that. This is where doing the min base is not so amazing, but there is good news because I can do on my host the package-s file. User bin file, and apparently there is such a package. Okay. This is on my host again, yeah. So in this video I wasted a lot of time, but you know what? I think it's super useful to, I mean, if you're interested to see like how train of thought works. And it is how it is. Like I'm just like recording it like in the middle of the night because, but yeah. Okay, so let's again look what's going on. Okay, elf executable. Excellent. So let's choose one at random. Okay. Let's go for the OpenGL ones. And let's go for a cube. And this is not a compiled example, that's not good. I wanted the executables one. Without the file. I just want to find something very, very, very simple. If I can. Let's look at this. Okay, so this is heavily linked dynamically, which is good. It is looking for like X, but I do not have like an X11 server, which is also good. And let's see, if I go into run it, it will tell me, hey, please select the plugin or the backend, the QPA something. So good. So what it tells me, there is no platform plugin because it's expecting to be working like on a window manager. So this is our window, but I didn't try it like before, just common sense, but for me at least, right? Now it needs, I think, QPA plugin, but I'm not sure. The terminal here is a little bit messed up, but we'll leave with it. Sorry. Let's be brave, eglfs, and run this. And yeah, by the way, when it's a xcb, it wants to use, it's like an X client, X11 client. So QPA platform, I think is the name, not plugin. Yeah, so it's not so happy about this one. It doesn't like something about lib input, and there is a chance that this will not work. It doesn't like XDG runtime there, blah, 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 blah. So for X, it will also not work most probably. Okay, Qt sorry, for Framebuffer platform equals Linux FB, and then we'll do this. Yeah, so it doesn't like it. We need to find something like more simple, perhaps. So, or something like without input. I mean, it is missing some input library, and this is what's bothering it, or so it seems. I could show other example. Like I could definitely show other example. Like my go-to cheating example would be, hey, I want to go and like install a desktop environment and just like run a panel like directly like on Framebuffer, okay, or like on DRM. But you know what? Let's see. What about this one? Yeah, nothing will work here. So this is not the best example here. Okay, so let me try and find an example that might be better. Like yeah, it's not very happy about it. All right. Let's see what happens if I run from the other one. Actually, there is an input issue when I think about it. Oh, okay. This is surprising me. First of all, why isn't there like OpenGT and changevt? Let's do. It requires console or a keyboard or something like that. KBD, I think. Yeah. Let's do whatever. Let's do 35. Yeah, sure. Okay. So now if I go back to the other one, good. Out of chroot, it should work. Let's see. Yeah, something here is weird. Or maybe I was not, no, I was wrong. Okay, I don't know what is wrong here, but let me exit the emulator and then see again what's up. Okay, this works. So something with Qt or Debian, or I don't know what, indeed I don't know what, okay. And I'll chroot again. So mount host bin bash. So source root profile, because that's where I put things. Mount. Yeah, so this is the problem with the chvt of Debian. It could be something with my minimal system as well. I mean, maybe some things are missing and then we'll need to add them. By the way, I checked everything like with the kernel build, like in the PCG depots, and everything that's fine there. Just wanted to see what's going on with the minimization. So yeah, I can cheat, just for fun. I'll try to cheat, and I will open. We did put it like in demo, so I will get outside of chroot. I will copy Busybox. To a mount host bin. I'll chroot again. And by the way, things can be messy because of 9p, right? So now if I look at Busybox, it's static links, of course, and I do Busybox change GT 3 or 2, it works. So it's something like with the Debian implementation comparing to like my own, okay? But what I can go and do now, I'll go and here, let's see if it remembers like the example. Yes, it does. So we'll do, I don't even know if these examples represent anything, okay? And I, of course, don't remember like the path. Yeah, I'll try that user lib x. So I need to chroot to mount host bin bash. Now mount is fine, which is alright. But here, this doesn't seem to be very happy. And okay. So we'll go to user lib x86 qt examples. Debus is important. So analog clock uses these things. It uses a lot of things. And I could use like a better resolution here. And if it's DRM, it will resize, which is quite nice. So let's see. So of course this will not work, and we'll do export. This is the problem with terminal export. QEMU platform equals Linux FB, and I want to see if it asserts on the keyboard again, and then analog clock. And it doesn't seem to be very happy about it. Okay, so this is not it. Okay, now I'll just need to build something like simple and see how it goes. But before that, sorry. So I'm going to change QT to 1. Yeah, so Qt happily messes up things. Now, it's pretty hard to know why, like what is the problem. So we'll go to the next level, and the next level would be something like this. And I will close this one, okay? And you know what, before that, let me see what happens if I have examples. I don't even know if I have examples on my host. But yeah, this is like pretty messed up. Yeah, actually got pretty tired, and I'm not going to do it. What I will do is take this, see how big it is, create a file system out of it. I know I'm low in disk space, so let's see what's that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I built the kernel with ext for support. Okay. Let's do loop. And let's copy. Yeah, let's also copy this, why not? To loop, but wait, before that we're going to do yeah, this first mount. I don't need to start to do loopback device, it just knows to set it up itself. So with image and loop, and then I'm going to copy everything to loop. I'm going to sync. It's a good practice to unmount, so I'll mount loop. And when I do QEMU, I'll just skip the init RD. I mean, it would be much easier to have like systemd, and it will be much better to have a dboss, and it would be much better to have all kind of things, but I still even don't know what the problem is. So let's see like how it goes. I could chroot, and I could or like switch root to first of all I could like skip this particular init that I have, that it has a problem because it starts like a Busybox init in this particular commit I have. And once it starts a Busybox init, then you cannot switch root. And change root is good enough, right? But sometimes if I like put systemd, it's not good enough because I'm not running speed 1. So let me go ahead. It could also be the display, it could also be many things, but let me go ahead and do something differently, okay? So I'm just for now going to say echo this. I don't want to risk problems. For system image.sh, some terminology. Okay, I'll add a shebang here. right. And what I will do now is I'll do QEMU, but I'll get rid of the mount. And you know what, I'll just provide, it will complain, it will say that it is not root, and I hope that this QEMU version is old enough for it to let me, it will say, hey, it's a raw device, I don't want it, and then I need to figure out the parameters, which of course I have somewhere else. But I need to do like drive, row, and so on. But I don't want to leave the terminal, so this will probably fail. Although maybe if I'm a super user, it will accept it. No, it will not. And in this case, I will not. I want root equals dev SDA or VDA or something like that. That's only one partition. And init equals to be in bash. I think it doesn't have init. And now it will say, hey, this is raw. It will not let me run probably. But it did because I'm a super user, but I still have like RAM disk here. And that's not what I have in mind. Okay, that's not what I had in mind. Yeah, I will get rid of the RAM disk, and it should panic. List all file systems, cannot open root device, but it's still at least warming QEMU. So I need to do drive something. I don't know if I should do ID. Image. Well, I think I don't even know if I need ID here. I know it's raw. So now I need to figure out how to do it, and I will do it right now. So I think it's this, then format equals row. But it's still not really working out. Maybe because it needs to be VDA, not SDA. But I just can't find anything. So here there is a good chance that I need to attach it in another way. And just one, oops, not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So I think that what is missing, I put another kernel, okay, I think that what was missing there is something in the kernel. And yeah, now it boots better, right? So, and actually, maybe with this kernel, like the mounting and chroot will also work. But let's give a shot to the QEMU. Later, I also like change like the device type. Let's have a look. Yeah. So actually. Yeah, we don't do like the login and like the home directory by default is there. I need like to change before the chroot or like do like a set end. But you know what? Forget about this. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's have a profile here. Let's mount remount rw/ if I can. Okay. All right. So we have this. Let's just try one of this, but now we don't have those. So I'm going to do something else. For QPA platform equals Linux FB. And here we have like the Busybox. Let's see if OpenGT and chvt work here. So chvt1 or chvt2 it works, but we don't have terminals there. So let's do OpenGT. Create. Cannot find this command. Because probably looking for login or something like that. So yeah, I can asterisk it, but let's just do with the Busybox. OpenVT SC1. So here we have something else, because the display is most probably not even initialized. I need to think what I did in the Busybox init. Now we don't have that. So let's see. Yeah, we don't have this. And of course, because here it's another kernel that probably doesn't have Framebuffer dev emulation in it. So it does have DRI, and I should have run something else. This is actually an excellent example of what happens like when you have one and don't have like the others. So my assumptions, by the way, speaking of like the demos, this would be like an excellent time to install something like KMS Cube. But I don't have networking, so I need to take care of this. And I didn't take care of job control, and yeah, probably so. DH client. Oh, this is bad. Oh, we don't have anything here. You know what? I'll get out of here because it's like really annoying. But before that, there was something with the OpenGL as well. So let's see if it does work. Okay, I know exactly what I showed you before DRM, but I do not have access to the 9p because I removed it. Although I could just have both. So let's see. Already forgot the name. Yeah. This is the first time like I'm booting with the system image. I don't even know what I put like in the command line. But yeah, so did I run bash? Yeah, I did. All right, fair enough. let's say that installing like a display manager would solve like everything, maybe, except that I also need to add like a USB device here. It's not a bad idea. Like for the touch, like for the pointer devices. So let's go to OpenGL and see what it gives us. So there it is, okay? So we have here, it's pretty interesting. Like I said, like native, like OpenGL, we consider native is better. That's because of like the drivers in like in the QEMU, right? So, and actually also because of like the Intel drivers. But what we see here is that without a display, we can run this, and it runs via like the DRI. So we can see that, and it's pretty nice, okay? And since I set everything in such a messed up way, like I don't have like Control C, I need to take care. I mean, I just ran past like this, and I need to take care of like maybe I just didn't use like I don't even know what I did, okay? But this was like something naive, and we have like one success, which is nice. I mean, don't have like job control here, and we can see how we run like Qt without any libraries. So the 2D painting example worked for us. Now let me do this again, and let me go, and instead of virtio-vga, I'm going to do virtio-gpu. Sorry, something here. Of course, the terminal got messed up. But here is the thing, like there is, I will talk about it like in the talk, but the pass-through here, there is no pass-through, okay? And I'm both running like some Intel GPU chipset that doesn't implement everything well, like a driver in this host is not amazing. And the the virtio GPU acceleration just doesn't work as you would expect, like in this machine. If you do pass-through and you have NVIDIA and like, you know, have all the right drivers in the host and everything is like great. Also, if you have Intel and you have all the drivers in the host. This is how the setup is, okay? So it could have been like a kernel issue, and you saw that like Qt with EGLES did place down the thing that I expected to. So it says no job control in this shell. What I could do is something like set SID. Let's see. Set like exec set SID and shell and like redirect things like for like the console. I think that's setting ID. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, but we have another try. I'm not sure what I did bad here. I mean, we used to Busybox stuff, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to go like. Of course, it doesn't matter. I don't have anything mounted, right? So I put it here actually. Of course, it will not like setting. Of course, it doesn't work also. But I'm going to sort things nonetheless. don't know why where I messed up here. Maybe it should have been proc, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. But we're going to go to lib. Go to lib. Actually, if I install KMS console, it would be nice because I would have like console there. Lib. Cute. This is super annoying. Yeah, let's go there. And let's go to, you know what, let's see the same one to see if it helps us, like doing another plugin. So, export Qt QPA platform equals OpenGL. And I'll do it now in the background. And it still says like software rasterizer. This is not a good indication. And even worse, like it can even like, because not like the virtu-gpu, no, probably nobody set mode for this fellow. And it's like not very happy, okay? So this is not, oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I did do VGA none. Yeah, so I actually don't know which one is better. Looks like the native is better, which means that the other one doesn't implement everything. So it wouldn't matter if we were running like an emulator and have things set up. That's like what I wanted to show. But now I can at least kill. I'm super tired. Okay, so now this output is not active. Should have done VGA none like for the other one. So, okay, so we have this, okay? And let's go and see another thing. So let's do this. An OpenGL window. So we have like a triangle here. Okay? Shows all kind of things. That's pretty cool, right? And we'll kill it. And we'll go to analog clock if we wanted to do 4, right? And now it works. Okay. Now there is a chance that there is need like to have like input on this one. And if I did that, like, and for this I will need to tell it, hey, like where trans. So if I did have a console, it would be like more useful. Or if I told them, hey, this is like where you, I mean, it would be more useful because I would see it connecting. But otherwise, like, okay, there is a window. If it's like the only window, then Qt or whatever framework should know, hey, I want to get like, if I want to get focus here, I want to get events here. I can pull every application can pull like device like the events of the device or stuff like that. Okay. So we do have that, and this is nice. So I'm going to try now with the same kernel and the same user space to there's no shutdown either. Yeah, it's not good for a drive, but never mind. So I'm going to do plain old device VGA. No display accelerations, no nothing. I mean, I'm not there, and I just want to see. Yeah, so it should be just with nothing or VGA standard. Nothing and VGA STD is the same, okay? So we'll do it here. Probably didn't build with a frame buff with a logo. Okay. And I don't know if I have frame buffer at all here. So nothing was mounted, so no boot logo, then it will not happen. But let's see what we have here. I'm just too tired. Nothing. So this particular kernel is not compiled with them. So fair enough, that's fine. And I'll run the other kernel again. So before it was like with DRM, with GPU, to run the other kernel. But here we didn't have, here we were missing something. So I will go and see what we're missing. And for that, I'll likely want to go to a kernel directory here. You know what, it will be actually easier for me to just add a frame buffer here. So make a new config. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I mean, let's say that it's a DRM. Or you know what, let's see what frame buffer devices I have. Here's a frame buffer console, yeah, but I probably don't have any FBDEV. Like zeros or I don't know what. So we have virtio-gpu. These are for DRMs. We have QXL. Here is like not recommended, but who cares? The QEMU one. Yeah, for over there it's okay. Yeah, so this could work like for the QEMU one, but I actually want to there's supposed to be something without the F frame buffer there. But you know what? Yeah, let's just do it because we have DRM. It will be a second to do it, and this will give us frame buffer as well in this kernel. So I'll make here, like in your kernel, there's something extremely annoying that like it takes time. But it was very fast. I have like in the slides all all the relevant drivers and everything that needs to be done. Yeah, it's slower than what I thought. Not even sure what was there before, like what was I building, what was I not. But yeah, whatever. So this is like a richer kernel. And now we're going to use like the other one. And this already looks different. It's a VGA. And I will source here this. It's a little bit stupid. Proc FB. And still we don't have them. Yeah, so here it's the wrong device for sure. It's not what I wanted to have. So if I did virtio, then it would be different, but let's do VGA none and virt-gpu virt-device virtio-gpu. So now I did put it like with boot logo, and now it has frame buffer, so this is why it shows like the logo. So now what I can do is go to this guy and go to, let's say, GUI, and let's say I say analog clock again, and I'll do export. Let's do qt platform equals Linux FB, and then I will run this analog clock, and now it works. Of course, the resolution is not right, but it works, which is pretty good. Okay. And it's also like a chance to see in this particular case where we think that things look better for us. So let's do that. So this is an analog clock with the Linux FB plugin. It uses software renderer. And eglfs. This is DRM. Actually, don't know which one looks better. But here it does like the mod set correctly. And let's go to OpenGL window. Let's go to something else. We also have network and stuff, but don't have like DHCP, unfortunately. Let's go to Vulkan. And let's try to do hello Vulkan texture. Let's see how big it is. So it has all kind of like dependencies. And here, what we're going to do is export QPA platform equals first Linux FB, and then I'll do this thing, and then I'll do like ampersand. Yeah, it sucks. I should fix it probably. So yeah, it could not initialize it, which is fine. We'll do eglfs. It also failed to initialize Vulkan instance. So this does not work here, but it's not the end of the world. This has nothing to do with it, okay? So let's go somewhere else. Let's go to widgets. Okay, export QPA platform. And now we have something. The question is if we have keyboard and mouse. And the answer is no, because nobody's getting it to us. So what we need to do is to have like a keyboard mouse driver. So I'm syncing it, and then I will exit. And then We'll add a couple of devices.
Okay, this is all the reads. So it was event 1 for mouse, event 2 for keyboard. Let's see how they are now. Event 1 for mouse, event 4 for keyboard. Yes, it does, which is good. And let's see, event 2. We have both of them. So I mean, now we have this, and now we have keyboard, and now everyone is happy more or less.